This is the guilt-clearing meditation for the daily discovery practice in the first-person point of view. There will be no inner child in this meditation. This meditation does not involve using the safe home. It happens purely in a safe space we create spontaneously once we enter into the white space. Take a moment and make sure you're sitting up. Make sure you're seated comfortably. Make sure that you're prepared to commit about 30 to 40 minutes to this process. Ensure any electronic devices are turned off or muted, and that the probability of being interrupted has been minimized. Now, take a moment and yawn and stretch. Give yourself a big yawn, a big stretch, and allow yourself to feel the relaxation of your body settle in. Allow your attention to turn inward, into your body, into your presence. And now, give yourself another big yawn. And as you do that, allow your eyes to close and your attention to go deeper into your body, deeper into an awareness of the sensations, thoughts, and feelings that are present with you now. Allow yourself to begin to observe those thoughts, sensations, and feelings just as they are. If there's any analysis, just return your attention back to the sensation in your body. And now, give yourself another deep yawn and allow your attention to go deeper into your body, into your presence, into being aware of what you're feeling. Just take in the sensations that are present with you. Allow whatever heaviness there is to be there, whatever openness there is to be there. And now give yourself another deep yawn. And as you come down from that yawn, allow your attention to settle in deeper into the awareness of the sensations you feel in your body. Allow it to go deeper. Allow your breathing to go deeper, to become more relaxed. You begin to find yourself feeling warm, comfortable, and safe. And now, give yourself one last deep yawn. And as you come down from that yawn, you see yourself being enveloped by a warm, protective, white space. You begin to notice how you're totally enveloped in this formless, warm, safe space. And take a deep breath into that. Allow your mind and your body to settle into this formless white space. Look around in this white space. You begin to find yourself seeing a warm, loving environment take shape around you. What kind of elements are starting to show up for you? What do you see happening? Make note of the smells. Make note of the sounds in this new environment. What's the temperature in this space? What kind of colors are there? Notice how safe it feels here. How warm. How gentle. How kind it is. And as you allow that to go deeper, to saturate you, you become aware of a gentle golden light that's wrapping itself lovingly and lightly around your body. You can feel its warmth, its softness against your body, against your skin. You begin to notice that parts of your body are resisting it. And in this resistance, you begin to feel the deep internalized guilt that you took on years and years ago. Breathe into that guilt. Allow yourself to feel it a little more. As you do that, you notice the light starts to concentrate around this area where you feel this intense guilt. You notice how it's starting to wrap itself gently around the shape of that guilt, starting to warm it and penetrate it and weave itself through with threads of love. You feel that love beginning to break it up, soften the guilt. You notice another thread coming in, a thread of compassion, weaving itself into the guilt. You notice the guilt is beginning to expand and break apart and dissolve, and in its place, a distinct warmth and rest and peace starts to emerge. Breathe into that peace. Invite that peace to expand. Invite any remaining guilt to leave that space. You see little particles of guilt beginning to dissipate and leave your body. They are taken up by the light and dissolved into native nothingness. You feel within that new space a gentleness, a kindness, a safety of being seen, a comfort in being known in this space. You begin to allow that space to mature on its own inviting forward the true aspect of yourself to fill that space. And as you feel that shift occurring, take in the sensations that show up for you. Breathe into them. Allow your awareness to make note of the new qualities you're experiencing about yourself. Yourself to rest into a state of knowingness and comfort with this new aspect of yourself. And as you do that, you notice another aspect of your body where there is guilt. Breathe into that guilt. Allow yourself to feel it a little more. And as you do that, you notice the light starts to concentrate around this area where you feel this intense guilt. Notice how it's starting to wrap itself gently around the shape of that guilt, starting to warm it and penetrate it and weave itself through with threads of love. You feel that love beginning to break it up, soften the guilt. Notice another thread coming in, a thread of compassion, weaving itself into the guilt. You notice the guilt is beginning to expand and break apart and dissolve, and in its place, a distinct warmth and rest and peace starts to emerge. Breathe into that peace. Invite that peace to expand. Invite any remaining guilt to leave that space. You see little particles of guilt beginning to dissipate and leave your body. They are taken up by the light and dissolved into native nothingness. You feel within that new space a gentleness, a kindness, a safety of being seen, a comfort in being known in this space. You begin to allow that space to mature on its own, inviting forward the true aspect of yourself to fill that space. As you feel that shift occurring. Take in the sensations that show up for you. Breathe into them. Allow your awareness to make note of the new qualities you're experiencing about yourself. Yourself to rest into a state of knowingness and comfort with this new aspect of yourself. And now, take a moment. Breathe into the awareness of the newness of you, of the light that fills you, of the love that's profoundly deep within you. And allow yourself a moment to know that this is who you truly are. Your love is good, that you are good, you are worth knowing, you are worth loving, you are worth being. Take a moment and notice that there is a door in this beautiful world that you've created. And behind this door is the white space. Now, this door gives you access to this space at any time. To access this space, all you need to do is ask it to come forward, and it will return to your consciousness. Now, when you're ready to leave, step through that door. Once you've stepped through the door, close it behind you and lock it with the key that you have in your hand. You're the only one that can open this door, lock or unlock this door. And put that key on your key ring. And now begin to stroke the underside of your forearm with your index finger. Begin to scrunch your feet up against the bottom of your shoes, the bottom of the floor. Begin to take in the sounds and noises of the room around you. Open your eyes. Take in the color and texture of the objects around you. Now, if there's a clock in the room, check out what time it is. Welcome back to reality. Well, take some time to rest. Don't do anything too emotionally intense for the next 12 to 24 hours. Drink some water, eat something fresh, journal about your experience. This concludes this clearing.